What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Ashley's Tribe to Wells. How you guys doing? Oh, you guys. What a freaking, how can I say it? Start to start towards a new year, right? Cause I don't even be all into the whole, I really didn't put no energy into the new year, and that finale that that a lot of individuals, were going through, a lot of people celebrate. And I say this because it be times in our life where we celebrate and it's don't be time to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Like we be still either getting over what it is that we've experienced and we're supposed to learn. And now we have to reenact these things and reflect. We have to allow these things to reflect in our life, physically, spiritually, mentally, so that we can see how far we came. You know what I'm saying? But unless the pattern change, unless the pattern changes, you know, we won't see no change in our outer world. And so I feel like a lot of you guys are really in a place where you're being patient and you're being patient with what it is that you have because you know from experience and wisdom and being wise and wisdom, that you're not going to automatically see all of the work that you've put in or the situations that have taken place or that's taking place right now in your life. Whatever is happening in your life, good or bad, negative, positive, you know what I'm saying? If you are having to completely disengage from, a lifestyle that you once carried, you know what I'm saying, that you once followed. Now you are seeing things in a way where I'm just picking up on a very, very wise, and I would even say the energy even seems a bit agitated. You know what I'm saying? A bit agitated and serious, um, because you no longer want to experience these different fatalities from other people's lives and what they bring into your life. Okay, so what others bring into your life, you are now learning, or you have experienced enough to know that your engagement and the way that you respond to the individual or the situation, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, how you guys doing? At the bottom of the deck, how y'all doing? I'm visiting somewhere, so I don't got all my equipment and stuff. So I got the camera sitting right here, and we just gonna make it do what it do. Okay. So the King of Cups, right? Water sign, Pisces can be significant. It says mature, compassionate, calm, caring, friendly, diplomatic, balanced, faithful, affectionate, family orientated, and generous. Okay. So somebody is carrying this energy, right? One of you guys, one of my lovely, loyal, you know what I'm saying? Viewers, okay? But the water energy is very significant, okay? And it says you need to support yourself before you can support others, all right? And this is what I'm talking about when I say that this, at this, during this time, a lot of you guys are, it's a trip because the energy is so wild right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so wild. A lot of you guys are going through initiations. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys are like, you don't have no choice but to dissolve of the old you, but to dissolve of old patterns. You know what I'm saying? Um, this is like, I feel like this energy that we're in is not an energy that you've ever experienced, so it may feel uncomfortable at times. It may even feel like, you know what I'm saying, like you want to go back and revert to what it is that you used to do, or even a comfortability that you may have had. Okay, because this next phase is bringing out you in a way that you have not experienced. All right, all right, it's bringing you out. It says apprenticeship, teamwork, learning, creation, determination, goals. Okay, so a lot of you guys have goals that, and these are natural goals. Okay, this shit goes deep. That's why this message is going to be very specific. Okay, it's very specific because even the team that you're going to be working with, that team first resides within you. Okay, so with the Three of Pentacles coming out, that just let me know that you are being counseled right now, that you are under heavy observation from the council, in the cosmos. Okay, you are being watched. You may even feel like that at night before you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when you're up, moving around, there's a new communication that's even more broader. Okay, because the space that you have, that you share now, that you carry, that space that you carry now is being activated. So a lot of you guys, if you guys are feeling like, okay, well, shit, man, it's certain foods that don't agree with my body anymore. Okay, um when you're whatever you're indulging, right, whatever you're putting in your body, whatever you're watching, all of these different things are going to affect you. Okay, because it's like I'm hearing a new beyond, what is it, a new Beyonce. That's crazy. I can't even say the damn word, but I see the word they're trying to get me to say. It's newness though, right? Right? It's new. It's a new energy. Okay. Somebody can be an earth sign, Capricorn, and number 3 can be significant as well. It says reach out for help. It says reach out for the help you need when you need it. Okay, and you're going to get it, right? It says yes. That's a 3 of Pentacles, right? And there are going to be, it's going to be, and it's some information coming in as well too. Okay, so a lot of you guys can be seeing 11. 11 is very significant. If you've been seeing 11 or 111, and like, don't let numbers be underrated to you, you guys. This is how your spirit guides, this is how your higher self speak to you when you're not listening. You know what I'm saying? When you're distracted, when you're coming down from having a spiritual disease, that you are getting back, getting your body or your physical or your mental back intact. You know what I'm saying? By way of having to, maybe isolate yourself, or either, purge some things. Okay, so all of these different things are happening. Everybody is going through their own shit in its own way though, right? But either way, we're all evolving, right? It's all an evolution to something, right? To something greater, right? And the thing is uh I'm hearing fear not. It's like, okay, when are you going to release fear? When are you going to release the fear of disappointment? You know what I'm saying? If you do make a mistake and you have to do it over again and the world sees this, like, why do you care so much about what the world think, is what I'm hearing? Why do you care so much about what they have to shoot you down with? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because whoever this resonate with, the type of kind of soul you are, this is something that you went through lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. You always had a situation where there were individuals who wanted to team up with you so that they can come in and just get information and be a mole. They never came in to actually be, present, and to be loyal, and to be, they was never able to top that when it came to you. So all of their insecurities played, and instead of them being true to you, and in learning, true loyalty, true divinity, accountability, taking on responsibilities that didn't even belong to you. You know what I'm saying? And being, another thing that had came out early too, being kind. You know what I'm saying? Just all of these different attributes that you have, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's been a lot of character defamation, but I feel like you've gotten past that. Whoever this resonate with, um, hey Crystal, how you doing, babe? Hey. Um, so yeah, it says speed, hastiness, progress, rushing. So a lot of you guys are actually going through timelines where you're seeing yourself in different timelines where you may have rushed, where you may have, neglected things that you needed to do to get to the next phase. You tried to skip, a part to whatever it was that it is that you wanted to go on with as far as a goal, or it could be a business, it could be a relationship. Like you wanted to move fast in that and it didn't work out, right? It didn't work out because you think that as long as there's movement going on, that you're doing something. Sometimes this path really consists of us being patient and being still, okay? I feel like being still is one of the most important things when you are learning thyself, because that's the time when you listen to your higher self. That's the time when you can hear your inner voice, right? Source, your higher self, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it's you, right? It's all fucking you. It all goes back to you, okay? And whenever you wasn't doing this, you had lack of ideas, indecision, faulty logic, miscommunication, confusion, injustice, frustration, creative blocks, and failure and results. Okay, so Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy is significant, and it's a trip because this is a very strong energy that can really take over so many different things, because now you lack identity. Now you can't see what it is that you truly want because you don't know how to be still. All right. Now I know I'm all over the place, but just hold on, okay? Because whoever this compassionate and mature, calm, caring, friendly, diplomatic individual is or soul is, you have earned the right to celebrate, okay? To grow, to you've matured and grounded yourself in the divine feminine energy, okay? Okay, a lot of you guys can be healers, homemakers, nurturing, very nurturing partners. Maybe a lot of you guys are single, because I feel like a lot of us that are on this path that's practicing knowing thyself or knowing oneself, and really going in depth and getting in this shit in the mud, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of you guys are, you don't have, you're not in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? You're not courting anyone, and no one is courting you. You may think about it, it may happen every once in a while, but it's nothing that has been substantiated, or something that where you've actually came across that person that appreciate the soul that's in your vessel, okay? So let's see what else is coming out, because the other day, y'all, I was hearing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So then, and it's crazy because after that, I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is that? Because it's a lot of supernatural stuff going on, you guys. Like, there's a lot of the energy. You could feel the energy around you when you're alone. If anybody can resonate with that, like, put the peace signs up in the chat so we could say what's up to the what to the souls, to the benevolent souls that support us in the spiritual realm. Okay, we got to be very clear, because we know that it's a lot of souls over in the spiritual realm and in our bloodlines that do not fucking like us, that do not want us to, finish this mission out. They do not want to see us happy, or do not want to see our nervous system, you know, intact, and where we are grounded and leveled out, and we can see clearly, and we're feeling good, and our hearts are open, and our minds are open, and the capacity is steadily growing. It's a lot of them that don't want to see that, because that means that you're able to identify who they are, and you're able to make a decision on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, any souls that's against you, or anybody that's ever went against you, was always upset that you had a mind, and that you might have put people first at times. You may have, played yourself out, you know what I'm saying, and was unloyal to yourself because you were so loyal to the next person. But through all of those different experiences, it's not nothing sad that you're going through. It's not like you, like, oh my God, I gave all my love away and all this. No, you learned. It taught you how to love yourself more. It taught you how to, mind your fucking business and allow these motherfuckers to go through what they're going through, just like you going through. And it ain't no more Captain Saving Hoe around here. It taught you so many different things, and you had to keep going through it, because like we all do, because we just don't get it the first time. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that you slow. That don't mean that you're retarded. That don't mean that you dumb or anything. It's okay to be a late bloomer. I actually know that the late bloomers, the ones that finish last, we the ones who seen everything, took it. I always tell motherfuckers that I'm the slowest piece on the board. And that's just what it is. And I'm okay with that, okay? You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of you guys are also walking into this 10 of cups, this 10 of pentacles that I see. Earth sign Virgo. Unexpected financial windfalls, stable family, security, wealth, balance, and healthy life, inheritance, settling down. See, a lot of these things you've been, I feel like, not even thinking about, not even having that in mind. But that's something that you that is something that's always been a part of your mission. You having that real support around you, you know what I'm saying, where it's not faulty, it's not shaky, you know what I'm saying. It's not untrustworthy. It's none of that. These are different relationships. This is communication. This is you actually listening to what the other person is saying and how it's making you feel. This is a different communication line. This is a higher frequency of, I would say, of communications. Okay? So even if you have or you have not, finished and graduated high school, whoever this resonate with, you are a very good communicator, okay? You are very good when it comes to helping people understand the things that surround them in the spirit, and in the physical. Like, you are very dimensional, okay? So you are very good and transparent when it comes to different rims and things like that. And people will never understand quite where your gifts come from, but they will always try to crack the code. And I feel like you need to know, anybody that tries to crack the code, of this King of Cups, like, they will be washed out, because this King of Cups represent water. It's Pisces energy. You can have Piscean in your charts, okay? You can have a Piscean child, you know what I'm saying? Around, which brings that energy around you. You might not have Piscean in your shit at all, but you have a Piscean child, or you have a Piscean mother or father, or think something like that. You know what I'm saying? But anytime they come in and try to crack the code, it's like your spirit, your soul allows them to play with them. It's like you playing with your food. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you really don't be knowing the intentions until things completely play out. But at some point, nobody can lie to you, okay, about who they are, about what they bring into the table. And so many people will resent you for this. So many souls will be angry and upset because you are standing on what it is and who you are, because you are who the fuck you say you are. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing this shit for a long time. You've been going through these different cycles, these different relationships, conversations, even conversations in your own mental, in your own psyche. You know what I'm saying? And you like, okay, a lot of these things are now needing to cease to exist, okay? These things are needing to cease to exist, okay? It's time for me to start, burying shit. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, I'm talking about doing it the correct way, okay? not going in trying to take things over and not surrender. I see you surrendering. You know what I'm saying? I see you surrendering to the things that you need to surrender to, but I also see you on defense, fire, that Leo energy. You get what I'm saying? The 7 of Wands, because I do see a lot of energies trying to attack, trying to come towards you, trying to see what it is that you're doing. They're very nosy. It's giving me very watchful eye type energy, very don't neglect your needs or what it is that you have, because the minute that you neglect them and we see that you're not paying attention, we will sneak in and try to, you know, and try to overtake what it is that you have. So it's a lot of, and you've been through that in life though. Like, damn, why these motherfuckers always want to take what it is that I have? I can you And the thing is you have it, but they don't even see it. They just feel it. They just feel that they know that you're going to succeed in your goals. They know that you're going to succeed in whatever it is, that you're going to be okay, that you are okay with all that you've been through, with all that they've been trying to bring onto you. You know what I'm saying? With the attacks, the defamation of character, okay? The constant, negative thoughts that they have towards you, that they shoot out into the universe, okay, that you pick up on. You know what I'm saying? And you could be miles away from these people. You could be in different countries, different states, but you are always informed about what the fuck is going on in this metaverse, in this universe, in the cosmos, in this world. You know what I'm saying? There is nothing that will not come through you to them, with them thinking that they got one up on you. Because what dwells within you is bigger, is greater than the betrayal that they put towards you. You know what I'm saying? It's greater than the lies that they told on you. Okay? What's in you, that soul that dwells inside of you, your pure heart. Okay, I'm hearing sunshine, okay? You're my sunshine. That song, or a song called My Sunshine, could be significant, okay? Starship, okay? You are so infinite and so great, okay? You have pure divinity inside of your heart. You have a love that is unremarkable, that's unknown, okay? There's very few carry this inside of them, with all that you have been through, with all, and this is why your blessings is tripled and tripled and tripled. That's why your blessings is tripled and tripled, and all of these different things, and all of these different, you know, things that I've named. It brought maturity to you, okay? All right. It brought compassion to you. You didn't allow the hate from the world, or the hate that they pushed out for you to feel, and you not know. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of you guys went through identity crisis. You know what I'm saying? But now you are like standing. You are standing, not sitting. You are standing, okay? And this King of Cups is just letting me know that you didn't get comfortable when these motherfuckers was trying to make you comfortable, to make you believe that they were cool and that they were your friends. You always knew. You always knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? That fire energy. And sometimes you couldn't even play it. You couldn't even play that card, because if they would have knew, then they would have tried to, you know what I'm saying? They would have tried to come in a different way. Like, whoever this resonate with, you are not able to share whatever your goals are, whatever it is that you building, you're creating. I don't give a fuck who it is, with nobody. Okay, this is something that you are going to have to protect all the way up into the finish line. This is something that you are going to have to protect like a baby inside of your stomach, okay? All right? Now, you don't tell nobody about it, because it's a lot of fishing around, okay? I'm seeing a lot of fishing around, seeing fishes. So somebody could be pregnant. It could be some type of that's been coming up in readings a lot, just in general, okay? Another thing too, it was a card that came out that I wanted to read to you guys, and it says, are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take life into your hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Do it scared. Take the leap. Okay, so that's significant for somebody. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave, and you will discover what you are really made of. Wild soul, strong heart, can't lose. You can't fucking lose. Okay, whoever this is, you can't lose. You always come out on top. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them. And the thing is, I don't even have to tell you this. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just seeing you guys shift. It's a great shift that's happening, right? And the shift is so deep to the point to where it's like, there's a lot of motherfuckers is really mentally going unhinged. They're unhinged. You know what I'm saying? And dealing with these individuals, you have to be able to have a sense of self. You have to know who you are, because it's very easy for the spirits to transition or transmute themselves into your energy. Okay, so being able to leave one when even having a spiritual encounter, when you have a soul encounter with somebody, and that could be anybody in the grocery store, it's somebody that you may be dealing with on a sexual level, you know what I'm saying? It could be someone at work, anybody that you are engaging with right now. When I tell you, you don't want to become trapped, because a lot of them are pushing that frequency of trapping souls, right? You have to stand on what it is and who you are, and make it visible. Okay, it's no more invisibility. All right, now your protection is invisible to them. They don't know what you have. They don't know that you come from a heavy hidden bloodline. Okay, a spiritual line, soul source, whatever power. We don't, let's not say blood, okay, because we don't play in blood, right? We ain't playing in no motherfucking blood, right? We gonna let them motherfuckers that like to unalive little people, we gonna let them keep that, right? We're not doing that, right? So let's say spirit, because we souls having human experiences. Once I leave this vessel, my soul will go maybe to another physical body, but my soul will always remain the source, right? Okay, so let's stay on that. We're not gonna do that. But anyways, let's pull some more cards. Let's see, you guys. I ain't been on here in a while. It's been a lot going on. I was on here talking the other day, and not the other day, this was probably a couple of weeks ago, but I was talking about, like, and I was saying, and I wanted to come back and say more on that subject, because I feel like I just was like, leave these niggas alone, like quit playing with these niggas up out here. And I was talking to the women. And when I say nigga, I want y'all to know this. When I say niggas, I'm talking about the ones that's doing nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's out here thinking it's cute to be harming women or harming others and all of those different things. Those is niggas to me, all right? Niggas in the streets, the niggas that's killing each other, the niggas that's going against their mothers, the niggas that ain't protecting their mothers, the niggas that's not, you know what I'm saying, protecting the women in their family, that's not, you know, I'm not saying that you get into everything, because sometimes, you know, these women be with men and you gotta just let them be no matter what's going on, because she ain't gonna leave until she finish, right? She not gonna get up out of there until, let me put this up, y'all, because this was like, she not gonna get up out of there until she's sick and tired of being sick and tired. So, you know, when in situations like that, of course, you know, you can't, it's nothing that you can do to help. But when it comes to, you know, our daughters, you got a daughter, you got, you know, sisters and shit like that, like, you shouldn't be disrespecting them as a man. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be disrespecting your mother. Okay, at all, you know, regardless to what kind of parent she is, what kind of sister she is. The best thing to do as a man is to walk away and leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, it's so many young men who are not emotionally, you know, and connected. Like, you know, they're not emotionally, um, I feel like they're deprived of identity, like they got identity issues, a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? It's just so many different things. And the subject that I'm pointing on is the abuse that the women are going through at the hands of these emotionally deprived men, okay, are super emotional men who they can't they can't figure out what emotion is what. They don't know exactly what to name it or call it. All they know is anger or love. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even know what love is. You know what I'm saying? So just using your discernment as a woman, okay? And even you men, use your discernment, get to know a person. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to the red flags because it's really dangerous right now. People don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? They're very unhinged. That energy is very strong. It's a lot of unhinged souls out here too that's not even walking in the physical body. You know what I'm saying? That we come in contact with, that watch us, that see us, that may become um attracted to your energy. So now they following you around, or they, you know what I'm saying? They didn't jump into somebody. And in my mind you, when you don't finish a cycle, that cycle usually goes to the next person that you become in a relationship with, whether if it's a loving relationship, a physical boyfriend, girlfriend, or just a friend, or a teacher, or sister, but whatever, okay? That shit follows you. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to, and it's not do away with it, but you have to make right with that. Make right within yourself. That's what all of these different relationships and these energies are about. And once they know exactly who you are, only then will you know who you are. They can't know who you are if you don't know who you are. A soul that's not in the physical body will not respect you if you don't know who you are. They will run all over you because they know that you can't physically see them. You know what I'm saying? So they have more, they got more tactics, or they got more access to you than a physical person do. You know what I'm saying? Because a physical motherfucker can't just walk in your house, but a spirit can if your shit ain't protected. You know what I'm saying? So all of this shit gets really deep. I feel like it's all, look at that trap. Somebody could be trying to trap you into something, This is something that's been happening for a long time. Oh, thank you. Hey, Hawk. He said your piercings are cool. Just let me say that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, baby. Let's see. Friendship. Okay. Team, connection, network. Okay. It said, okay. She like, okay. So, I'm seeing motherfuckers. So this could be like somebody coming in. You could have just started a new job. Maybe you met some new people and you need to slow down on, not slow down. You need to think about your past relationships and how you got to know individuals. Now it's a different way. I'm seeing a new way of you knowing individuals from experience. It's like, you are able to read the room uh, very well. You know what I'm saying? You're a very good judge of character. And so they're saying that, like, they're getting more crafty, okay? The spirits are getting more crafty, okay? He's more crafty than he was in another vessel that came after you. That energy, okay? So 7 can be significant. The number 9 can be significant as well. Somebody's name could be Fabian. I'm hearing Fabian. Okay, somebody could be taking martial arts as well, like, exercising, you wanted to do something, collaboration. Okay, so yeah, with this right here, whatever it is that you are going to do for your career, it's like, of course you're going to have to meet people, and you're going to be, around individuals and come into contact with a lot of different people because of the work that you do. Like, you know how to play your cards now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not a yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really know how to kick back, allow people to be who they are, allow the communications to flow, allow yourself to, surrender to, self-sacrificing, because you so down. You're a down motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you fuck with somebody, you fuck with them. All right. When you collab, you like, this is family. Okay. This is no friendship. It's no friend. This is family. This is how you move. 45 can be significant. You could be 45 years old. Um, or you could be life path number 5 or life path number 4. But a lot of your collaborations that you have in the past, you know, people became envious, jealous. People became very you know, relying on you, wanting you to, you know, finish their sentence out for them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever their karmics, look at, finish their finish their sentence out for them. Okay, their jail sentence that they came into this world with, their karmic debt. They wanted you to finish it out, and a lot of times you have stepped in other people's shit and went on in and start cleaning up for them. You know what I'm saying? So now you got weight on you. You feel like you didn't took on your shit, they shit, some other shit. You are a very, very empathic soul. Okay. So who you allow in your space, that shit matters. It really does. Because people get, souls get, they already be gone. You know what I'm saying? It's so many sleepwalkers around this motherfucker. It's so many individuals that's not um connected within. They don't have no connection to their inner child. They don't have no connection to Christ consciousness. Okay. They do not know who they are. I feel like it's more of them that's moving around than actual souls that's present, that's here, that knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people that you could have collaborated with, this has been, and they may not have been that far gone off, but right now it seems like 2026, the year of the 10, the year of the fire horse. Oh, these motherfuckers didn't activate it. You didn't activate it. Everybody's activating to who they are. So the unhinged is really unhinged. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, this is my friend calling y'all. Dang. Hey, can I want to talk to you. I'll call you right back because I'm on live doing a video. I'm gonna answer the phone. Okay, you was okay? I thought something happened. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna call you back. Bye. That my that my partner, y'all. He cool. He cool. He cool. Okay. Okay. So yeah, 55 can be significant. Okay. Somebody can have I'm seeing illness. I seen illness. I seen a ritual, like somebody trying to do a ritual over you or trying to come in and potentially like talk to you about a situation or want to know about what you got going on so they could talk about a situation. They want to get into this certain frequency of conversation so that they can seep in. So when you get into these conversations where you're complaining, you're or someone else, you know, it's just a negative conversation. It could be gossiping about others. It could be all of that right there. Okay, it's cursed, right? That is cursed energy, right? And so when you get into that energy, then and you allow somebody to pull you into that energy, and sometimes we do it unknowingly. I mean, I'm guilty of it too, you know, sitting up there talking about my shit, and then it just get real dark, it get real negative real fast. And sometimes it be souls that sent just to pull you into that space to have that conversation, because then there's other entities that's able to slip in because the frequency is down. That means that the protection is down now. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain places that you cannot be and the spiritual realm because of the frequency that you are. You know what I'm saying? It's they would call them higher planes that the lower plane souls can't go to because they have not reached that altitude. They have not reached that's that consciousness. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. All right, somebody's going on an adventure though, or either you're ready to go on an adventure, or maybe you are preparing to go on an adventure. Right, you're preparing to go on an adventure because you know that nobody is gonna come save you. You know that nobody is gonna come and so you are, I see you reaching in, giving yourself a hand. Okay, this is all self mastery. This is all self love, self collaboration. Even though we got friendship out here and we got collaboration and shit, this is you really going. This when she like, okay, and it's just her on this card. This is your energy. Okay, I got this. Okay, and when he's on the adventure, he's on the adventure by himself, because all of this other shit, it just leads to a disturbance. Okay, because so who needs to be there will be there. The people that needs to show up will show up. Okay, at the times that it's needed in your life. All right, nothing should be forced. Okay, I'm also seeing surrender. I'm seeing spirit and your higher self telling you to surrender, okay, to what is happening, all right? Surrender. It's okay for you to ask for help, okay? You were never supposed to do it alone. You were never supposed to be in this alone, and you never were in this alone. I see them giving you like the blueprint, and like, look, all of this time you were thinking that, you know, that the world was against you when the earth and the world was working with you. You know, just putting things in perspective, putting things in its rightful place, okay? It's like the truth, okay? All right, somebody's name could be Truth. Somebody's middle name could be Truth, or maybe you're gonna have a baby. You're gonna name your baby the Truth, okay? All right, and it's something about your pelvic area, like, you know what I'm saying, your sacral chakra, your sacral energy, your sexual energy. Like, you have that familiar energy about you where people gravitate towards you, whether they like you or not. They can't help it, okay? And so this is why for so long you were hidden in plain sight as a child and in your adolescent years. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of situations that took place where you could be gone right now. You know what I'm saying? Where your life could have been taken, but some way you made it out, okay? Because you have always had that divine intervention, guidance, that protection around you, okay? Your soul is supposed to be here today. There's nothing, it's no ands or no buts about it. You are supposed to be here right now, today, everything. Okay? They wanted you to be blind to who you are. They didn't want you to know how powerful and how connected you are to the cosmos. I'm also seeing like this deep dive in, like in the middle of the earth. So you have some connections with it's like the center of the earth, okay? I'm seeing it go like straight down, all the way from as above, so below. That's what I'm seeing. So ocean, okay? I'm seeing the earth. I'm seeing fire. I'm seeing heat. I'm seeing you ignite with everything that it takes for a new beginning to begin, okay? All right, so you are a trendsetter. You are a game changer, okay? Whoever this resonate with, like, you are really somebody who's able to step into a space and make changes just alone with your voice, with your energy, what you see and how you see things, okay? How you interpret things. There's so many different elements to you that in every element that you have connect with the earth element. It connects with the cosmos, okay? All right. I'm hearing that they are very, very pleased, okay, with you. All right. I'm hearing that they are very pleased with you. So do you got a gift coming? I said they very pleased with you, baby. You were the gift, okay? It says live and you learn, okay? It came in a downright, but you live and you learn. They letting you know that you didn't went through some pretty, you know, some pretty difficult things, some unexplainable things, some things that you had to learn at a slow pace, where it's like slow it down for me and it was going in slow motion. I'm seeing it going slow motion, but nonetheless, you went in there and you bagged it. You know what I'm saying? Just like this initiation, this you will be seen through on this one too as well, okay? So a lot of you guys are going through upgrades, okay? A lot of you guys are being called to get out there in the sun, to stop eating meat, okay? The meat is not meating, okay? The meat is humaning, okay? Right. So let's move from that. All right. I'm guilty. I ate meat. I just ate meat the other day. Okay. So practice what you preach. I'm also hearing that. Okay. All right. I'm also seeing, okay, if you do choose to move forward health with your health and getting those type of kind of things, you know, and going to the doctor, getting your blood work done, doing all of these different things, it will be a really game changer for you when it comes to your ideas and things like that. Okay. All right, because as long as you are unhealthy and you're not taking care of yourself, you compromise, okay? You compromise the body, okay? You compromise the soul, you compromise the DNA. And I feel like, you know, a lot of the attacks is DNA it's how can I say it? I feel like a lot of the attacks that they are doing now or that we have on us now is DNA bound, okay? They want to get into the DNA. That's that's the easiest way or the way that you can completely off a motherfucker. You can off a motherfucker through their DNA spiritually, physically, or however, you know, in so many different ways without them even being gone is what I was gonna say. Yeah, without actually taking somebody out, you can still compromise their DNA. So I see that that's the way that they will try to take you down. Okay, so that's just some game. All right. Oh, I said that's just some game strategy and alliance. Look at that. I said that's just some game. Like, yeah, so they're going to attack you through your mental, through your mind, you know what I'm saying? Through your physical, by you not you know, taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, taking care of your, your mental state, okay? So they like, okay, you need to be strategic because the number 8 is significant. You could be seeing 8 8, but I'm seeing as much as you love on your material things that you have, as much as you care about having nice clothes, nice this, nice that, and even if you're not like that, maybe let's say that you're not material, all right, but it's something else that you really care about, that you love. It could be your animals. You need to make sure that you put that same love inside of yourself, okay, when it comes to eating, the way that you talk, what you divulge in, what you consume, okay, because we are consumers, right, of this nasty, nasty, um, what do I want to call it? This nasty, the shit that they built, the structures that they've built. Okay, the food industry, the medication industry, all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And everything that's connected to it is very disgusting, right? And so you being called to be strategic and create your own remedies, your own fruits, your own vegetables, okay? All right. I'm seeing you I'm seeing you play against somebody. Somebody that you may be smitten with, okay? So you're not playing your best because you are more emotionally involved in the person than the game, and you actually making the next move, the next best move, okay? So it's something about your next move. Make sure your next move be your best move, all right? Paying attention to the moves that you make is significant. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm also hearing fright night, fight night, fright night. Somebody can be having something, and maybe something like a party or an event could be taking place. You could be doing something, okay, with others, and they try to compromise it. They try to start something. They try to turn it into something more other than what it is that you're like. I'm seeing you wanting to celebrate, okay? Wanting to celebrate the things that you've accomplished, or just celebrate because you've been at work and doing, busy, and just get a break and just, have a day of, where you just doing you doing turned up, whatever turning up is for you. Okay. But they're saying that you just need to, because yeah, you could have been having, a lot of alone time, a lot of, and you might be in, you might even be, but splitting the deck with this, it says promise. You might even have somebody that that's digging on you. I don't see you digging on nobody. You could be digging on somebody, can be digging on you though, and you like, okay, well shit, because you cool. You like, I don't mind getting to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily mean the nigga gon' you feel me be able to come in though. You know what I'm saying? He might not be able to bust that move, but I mean, we'll see what it look like. They can't fuck with you on that. But this person that's playing against you, it's another energy that's playing against you. I said person, I meant energy, y'all. This other energy that's playing. Yeah, you smitten by him, and you need to pay attention to your motherfucking moves, okay? Says the motherfucker with the fake mask on, okay? Just trying to knock your shit over. You need to pay attention. All right? Don't be so smitten and so in love and so that's you going backwards, okay? That's what you went through, everything you went through with all of these individuals in your life, whether if it was friends, family, foes, whoever the fuck. You went through all of it with all of these different collaborations that did not work out. Okay, you went through all of that shit and had to get rescued and saved from your inner self. You had to go back and get that inner child. Okay, it was so many different rituals that these motherfuckers tried to put over you or that they put over you, and your higher self was like, hold on, baby, nah, they not, they thought they locked me in a cage. We do the locking in the cage. We locking motherfuckers in the cage. You can't lock me in no motherfucking cage. Fuck, I'm the sun, motherfucker. Do you see that yellow light over me? I am the sun. Okay, steadily having upgrades, steadily having genetic make, my genetic makeup is changing. You know what I'm saying? All type of kind of shit is going on. Like, don't play with me, okay? Don't play with me. Yeah, you got to be careful with these motherfuckers because they keep coming out. Look at the foes, three of them. And they don't want nothing. They want to hang out. They want to kick it. They want to turn up. They want to make scenes and shit and make it seem and make you to be the like you not the main character in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, man. I'm the one who started this shit. But you shouldn't even have to say all that because we at a space now where we ain't doing no talking. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just went through some shit. I ain't got shit else to say. And you know what? It be like when you go through stuff with family members, you know what I'm saying? And you go through stuff with people that you love and they do you a way where it's like irreputable. Like, I would have never done you like that. You know what I'm saying? I would have never spoke to you like that. And then if you try to make it right with somebody, a lot of you guys can be like, in the phase of where it's like, okay, the relationship is just over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried to talk, I tried to communicate, I tried to give you a hand, I tried to do all of these different things, even though this card didn't mean that. I'm just putting it out there like that. I just put this out there because a lot of collaboration and friends and different people are coming out, and this energy is, I feel, is a very, very low vibing energy. It's a very low frequency energy. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't deal with them anymore. It just didn't work out, right? But like, it really do changes how you respond and how you hear from others, new people, new ambience, new energies. You know what I'm saying? When you hear from them, and even if it sounds the same, you don't respond the same that you responded back then. You know what I'm saying? You don't respond the same. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always evidence about them hating. They're always gonna be around in the energy, trying to get into the energy, trying to steal, trying to hear what's going on, trying to, because they don't have a life for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna always have the truth about whatever the energy is, whether if it's known or unknown energy. Okay, and I hope you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. Unknown energy will be in the spiritual realm. Known energy is someone that you can see, that you physically know, and you know when you feel their energy. But there are a lot of energies that we experience that's from past lifetimes or from our bloodline, and they don't fuck with us and they come into our energy, but we can't physically see them, and they attack us for long periods in our lives. We be going through fucking 10-year spells and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, and they keep coming up, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like with this pride, ooh, spirit speak. With this pride right here, what it say? It says self-esteem, self-worth, ego. A lot of these motherfuckers, they lack self-esteem. They lack self-worth, okay? And all they work in is in their ego. That's it. They're very aggressive. They're liars, you know what I'm saying? And as long as you're giving to them, they're good. As long as you're giving them what they want, as long as you're saying what they want to hear, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're not putting them on blast about who they truly are, but you know who the fuck they are, because they leave a mist of energy of evidence, which is evidence that's disgusting, and you feel it. And it's time to start knowing where to put that fucking energy and not taking it with you. You know what I'm saying? When you dealing with new people, so that you can get, and if they're not good, then you will damn sure see that. But you know, for the most part, it's time to start putting energy and leaving it where it is. Because a lot of these motherfuckers you didn't took to the top with you. A lot of these motherfuckers you didn't showed them, you know, the great mother within you. You know what I'm saying? They didn't see some supernatural shit that then came from you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't spoke some words that then came true after you didn't spoke them, years or months after. You know what I'm saying? You didn't put yourself out there on the motherfucking line for these motherfuckers. All right. And now all your higher self saying, all I need you to do now is to do you. Persevere. Persevere fucking veer, because you will. You will not lose. What that card say? It says, wild soul, strong heart, can't lose. Okay? That's us. That's who we are. And a motherfucker can't tell me nothing different. You know what I'm saying? See, it's one thing to steal from somebody. Now you just take something and you just leave. But it's another thing to try to come in and take a motherfucker's mind, to block a motherfucker's heart so that they won't be able to leave, because you know that you don't have the capacity. Not you, not those that resonate with this, but I'm talking about the motherfuckers that go against themselves and then have to go against you, because that's all the fuck they know, and they don't want they don't see nothing outside of that. And no matter how much you try to show them the light, or get them a hand, you always gonna end up back on that motherfucking floor, because they can't give you something they don't got. They can't give you something that they haven't experienced and learned from, something that they haven't achieved, something that they don't feel like they can achieve. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can have fibroids as well. All right. Go to the doctor, get checked. Persevere. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. This should have came out in the downright. But see, Spirit wanted you to know, your higher self wanted you to know that these motherfuckers is up and coming. It's new ones that's coming. They're up and coming. They will always be around. There will always be this shitty ass energy that don't want you to persevere, that will do anything to keep you down, that will perform rituals over you, okay? Like you don't know what the fuck is going on, but you know, you be knowing. That's what I'm gonna say. You be knowing, okay? They can't fuck with you. They can't. What the fuck I just say? Putting curses on you. Wanting you to make a loss. Wanting you to thinking that you finna take a loss, but you're not taking no loss. The number 18 is significant. The number 4 is significant. The number 13, somebody's birthday can be August 13th or September 13th, I was hearing. They can't trap you. They cannot fucking trap. Look at this in the downright. They cannot trap you, okay? It says victim, allure, trick. They can't trick you, track you, nothing. Nothing. The curse is over with, okay? They took a loss. They took a real fucking loss. You know what I'm saying? Coming after you. Thinking that this shit was going to go throughout the rest of your life. Like you weren't going to get hip to it or catch on to it and evolve and choose to surrender. Choose to exceed far past whatever the character that they put out there of you. You know what I'm saying? They was never able to keep you down. You was keeping yourself down. They was never able to. It felt like they was like you was carrying these motherfuckers, and at times you were, more times than you should have. But if you didn't experience that carrying them, if you didn't feel that disease and what that disease do to the inside of us when we are infected with others' pain and grief and sorrow. You know what I'm saying? Come on, am I preaching to somebody? Who I'm talking to? Okay? That's what that is. That's what that energy, when you're carrying somebody else's debt, their death, their pain that they don't want to let go. You know what I'm saying? They came and switched with you. You don't want to hold the shit. You want to come and give it to a light worker. You want to come give it to someone that you know have the capacity to hold it, but knowing that it's not going to do me no good holding with me hold it. Ain't going to do nothing but bring me your karma. It ain't going to do nothing for you but keep you stuck. So now I know that you're making a decision based on emotions that you don't even know. You don't know who the fuck you are. You walking around here like the motherfucking Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? You can't give me nothing. And I can't give you nothing. You can sit there and you can know how to articulate yourself. You can know how to talk. You can know how to talk a motherfucker out of whatever you want. But if this is who you are inside, if this is what you have, if this is what you have chosen to hold on to, and the decision that you made was to stay in familiar space and just give this to who you can give it to and catch it back when you, because you can't give nobody else's. Give nobody. If a person choose to arise the occasion. If a person choose to come out of this energy, out of your energy, what you handed to them, or tricked them out of, and where you then took their happiness and then gave them sorrow, and you happy because you now you didn't gave your bitterness to them, and you know what I'm saying. If they choose to come out of that and that's not who they is, you can't keep them there. You can't hold them there. You don't have the right to. That's where free will come in. You know what I'm saying? And that's the great thing about this shit, you guys. Where you don't have to stay no motherfucking where. You can give them back they shit. You can politely knock on the motherfucking door and release it. You ain't even got to be in they motherfucking in they space. You don't even have to be physically next to them. You can go to the top of a mountain like Moses did. Go talk to the fucking bush. Get it done. However, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck ever. Okay, let me see. What's next, y'all? I ain't been on here so long. I miss y'all so much. Baby mama, what you up? Oh, baby mama. Is that right? I'm a baby mama. I heard the fuck out of that. I got that right. I said it right. He said it. I didn't say it. So let's see what other cards is going to come out for you guys. Let's do some of these cards, though. Another thing, too, I wanted to read 111 because I keep seeing 111. And y'all know 1111, that's when shit is really happening. You see that and you focus in on that. Whatever you're doing, you need to stop and look around and see what it is that you're doing. Because, okay, let's talk about going through the doors, okay, of motherfucking heaven, okay? And entering into oneself. That's what the fuck that is, all right? We ain't talking about nothing in the sky or nothing like that. We talking about up in here, right? Where we gonna enter into some real shit. All right. And then we get to know who the fuck we really is. It says transition. Okay. Somebody could be 37 years old. All right. Number 7 is very significant. You can go look that up. Right. So it says you have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. Okay. Somebody needs to hear that shit. Okay. So there's a lot of you guys, may suffer from, what is it called when you, paranoid. You know what I'm saying? That, right. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you need a peaceful sleep. Like you need a peaceful sleep so that you can connect to the cosmos, right? What's in the cosmos, y'all? Or let's say the waters, because the water is significant. Water is very significant. But like so that you could connect with your inner guide. Your inner guide is what I'm hearing, okay? Spiritual guides, all right, because they're all around you. They're doing the do. So they are moving in numbers in tangent, okay? I'm seeing a lot of birds too as well. So birds can be significant. Y'all know I love birds. I love me some birds. Nope, I keep my 40 on me. What the hell? That is funny. I'm in the Bay Area. I'm visiting. What's up? Okay, so it says impeded. It says the ending and beginning lie at either side of the same door. What was I just talking about? Everything that I just said, the ending or the beginning lies at the both sides of each door, you guys. So a lot of you guys are moving through. I said that what the fuck did I say, y'all? Didn't I say it was something about your sacral energy? Look at her sacral energy. It's lit up. Y'all know about that sacral energy, you feel me? Because I respect mine. So a lot of you guys could be like divine feminine energy. You might not be having, intercourse with anybody. You may have actually gone a long time without having intercourse with anybody. And if you did, it probably was once, you know what I'm saying? Once. you know what I'm saying, in the past 2 or 3 years. This is the energy that I'm picking up on that. And I feel like that is something that has actually catapult you with a certain level of respect by the council because of self, you know, what is it called? Like I was getting hella different ones. They were saying I'm like self gratification. Like some people need to be gratified by sexual, and have sex, but you actually have been able to hold out, um, and not even think about it. I feel like you are being gifted because the gifted card did come out. I feel like you're being gifted for a lot of decisions that you've made in the upcoming years, like in the past 4 to 5 years. All of these different changes, okay, and patterns. I'm seeing a lot of patterns as well and making changes where those patterns are no longer, they cease to exist, is what I'm hearing. Okay. All right. So 37 is significant, 24. All right. Somebody's birthday could be on the 24th. My birthday could be March 9th as well, September 9th. Okay. Virgo, Virgo. That's crazy. Hey y'all, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm gonna give y'all some game. Take your ass outside, okay? Even if you feel cold in the house, nine times out of ten, nine times out of ten, what you mean May 10th? 9 times out of 10, if it's cold in the house, don't mean it's cold outside. Cause I just came outside, I was outside for heck long and just sitting out there, standing out there. But like the sun is our best friend, okay? The sun is actually really like our autonomy, our genetic makeup is changing it. It's actually evolving it. So being outside is very, very, very important right now. Okay. Don't get comfortable in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm telling you, I've been in the house for like 4 days and I literally gained like 10 pounds. Okay, even though I'm thick already, I done got a little thicker. So I went and bought me some. I bought me apples yesterday. I went and bought oranges. I went to like 2 different stores. I went and got me some salads. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it says forgiveness. Hurt blocks are light. Okay. So a lot of you guys could be releasing or surrendering to an old way of thinking, a old love, a old, it could be even an old scar that you have, you know what I'm saying, that you've endured from past lifetimes. So a lot of you guys are, I'm seeing an open vessel, okay? Surrender, yeah. All right. And I'm seeing you forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. I'm seeing a forgiveness of oneself. All right. Yeah, the number 8 is for sure significant. You could be seeing 8, and 8 even speaks on infinite. You know what I'm saying? So it's like an infinite amount of, another thing too. You guys can be seeing because I've been seeing a lot of and I was gonna talk about this too because when I was walking earlier, I was thinking about it. But I've been seeing a lot of different, what the fuck is they called again? I gotta think of it. But I've been seeing them. And I've been feeling them too as well, but it's at nighttime when I feel them. But I see a lot, and they don't look like people say they look. Like like you see, it's like little light shine, like in it's an entity, it's an energy, but it's they out. I've been seeing them, and they don't look like light all the time. Sometimes it might even look like some dust, but it's very, very, um how can I say it? You could see the shit. All right. So some of you guys can be seeing spirit guides, a lot of spirit guides, a lot of different just energies around you. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of them. Long story short. Okay, it says distorted perception. It says reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. Some of you guys are going through, an awakening process. Okay, right now it's really, really tough. Okay, it could be feeling really uncomfortable because a lot of the things that you learned in your childhood or your adolescence, you are now seeing that this shit is not, you know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with your betterment. You know what I'm saying? With your evolution. It has nothing to do with, your growth. Like, the shit that you learned underneath your mom or your dad, or the things that you were told that, that was supposed to be true. Nothing is in vain, y'all. Like you have to understand that, coming to this earth is so many things that's unreal, that's not real, that we think is real. You know what I'm saying? That we believe in because we were taught that or we were raised under that and that's the way it's supposed to go. No, things are not and things are, okay? And that's why I was telling y'all to get the Kabbalah, because the Kabbalah talks about that, how things around us happen and play out in our lives based on the things that we think or that we feel in our heart, meaning that it doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. So it could very well be an illusion, right? It could very well not be true, but you physically see it. It shows up in your world because of what you feel inside. Because this is where the creator what dwells, right? And you are the creator, right? Look at another bitch give you some game one time. They like, where she get it from? Where she get it from? I'm like, I most definitely don't get it from my mama. Right? Okay, let me see. What other? I'm finna let y'all go in a minute. I'm hot. I had to cover my head too, cause this shit is real. They be trying to attach on to anything. Like, leave me the fuck alone. That's what you gotta. You gotta show up, checking niggas, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it, right? All right, that's what I'm learning, because I can get a little pissed off and ready to slap a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I would never put my hands on a man because I don't want no niggas putting their hands on me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no nigga. Now I'll be a nigga if I hit on men. I feel like that's what niggas do. Niggas like to they don't know how to communicate. Niggas don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? They don't know how to kick back and be patient and let shit play out. Niggas don't do that. Niggas like to act a fool. Niggas like to go crazy and go grab the pistol and do dumb shit. That's what niggas do. You know what I'm saying? I done been a nigga. I'm guilty. I'm guilty than a motherfucker. But today, not today. I ain't going to jail for no motherfucking body. I don't give a fuck. Like, I literally have to learn the laws because I will smoke a motherfucker. I'm not afraid to. I'll put a motherfucker. I'd really rather use my knife though than use a gun. I don't like guns because that's how my dad got killed. My dad was killed with a gun. My brother, I never liked guns. Like growing up, I did not let my sons play with guns. They cannot play with guns. If somebody bought them a gun, and it has happened, I'll take that motherfucker and I'll stump on that motherfucker and throw that bitch in the garbage. I don't play with pistols. I don't like it. But sometimes you be having to put a nigga, you feel me, back in the dust though. Gotta put a nigga back in the ground. You know what I'm saying? Some of them don't need to be here. Yeah, so let's go. Let's see. I don't know why I keep hearing Fabio or something like that. Or Fabio. Somebody can be Eastern Indian. You could be mixed. Hindu could be significant. Something like that. Because that's what that name sound like. But it says you have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Yeah, if you guys are not moving in your divinity, you're going to be angry. You're going to become unhinged. It's nothing that you can do about it because the soul is now responding to the body, and the body is responding to the soul, which responds to the mind, and it's inactive. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? I'm seeing it. I can see it. They're not communicating together. They're not able to connect. It's just too many different things happening in the body, right? That's why you gotta get you a good woman. And you gotta get you a good man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all could just be friends. You ain't gotta even be in a relationship. Or what you can do is what spirit make us do is go within and fuck with self and become your own best friend. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no you versus you no more, right? You just finna go and get in there and get the fucking job done because you remember who the fuck you are. Motherfuckers be saying they remember who they is, but if you really remember who you are, you're not gonna sleep on yourself. You ain't gonna sleep on you. You gonna get your ass up and do what it do because you know what that shit look like when you don't. You know what's against you. You know what's coming too. Because spirit source lets you know. You're infinite. You just know. It's you that lets yourself know. So I'm seeing you come out of bondage. I'm seeing you be in bondage at one point, and now I feel like I'm hearing this. freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, nigga, I'm free. And sometimes you may feel it and sometimes you don't feel it. But it's all about if you choose to evolve. And I feel like it's a lot of you guys have the space. I'm seeing space. I'm seeing a lot of space. Like, you've been given, things have been released and surrendered. And the only way that they could come back into your org field is if you choose to engage with it, or with it, or them, or whoever it is. It could be a spirit, or whatever the case may be. So spirit is like, okay, your soul, your higher self is like, okay, well, whatever you do, you need to be strategic. You need to be fucking thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's time to mature. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no more, oh, that I made a mistake, because we know mistakes is not, it's not a thing. That's not real. Mistakes was never a thing. It's okay. We supposed to fuck up. The more, I feel like the harder you fall, you feel me, man, the come up is even more. Like, anytime I didn't fucked up, like, did shit in life, like, everything I done did, like, then gave me so much gain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even mad for if I fucked with a weird ass nigga. Like, I learned from that. You know what I'm saying? Will it ever happen again? Absolutely not. Some shit you just ain't gonna let happen because you like, okay, that shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's how, see, there were another one right there. That's how we learn. Okay, let me get one more. I'm finna let y'all go. Sweet love is made of it. What's that song? It's just so much going on, y'all. Y'all just make sure y'all keep yourselves safe, stay protected. Okay, we got a lot of protection warriors out there. I know I'm one. Okay, I am very good at protection spells. So if you ever need one, just email me. I got you. All right. And that's my specialty. I'm the only, that's, I ain't never ever did no other spell. The only spells I've ever done is protection spells, and typically I do them over my house. Like, I don't fuck around. Like, I'm telling y'all, I'm like the fucking, I don't know, what could you call it? Oh, you know that it was a game. They used to be like, finish him. That's me. That's me, because I always say it. When motherfuckers be doing shit and I be having to, and I'm playing chess in the world, not in real life, I'm playing chess in the world, all I hear is my ancestors, finish him. Take his ass out, man. It's time now. Fuck that. You ain't played this nigga for too long, man. You let this nigga play in your energy for too long. But we got everything. We got every account. We got every face that nigga wear, every mask he wear, you know, every emotion he got. I got all of that shit heavily encoded in my DNA now. I done took all that imprint. You feel me? Not that I'm wearing yours. Okay, this is power. This is magic, right? Not that I'm wearing it, but I can hold it now. Now I got you in a fucking jar. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even a real jar I got you in. I'm not even performing magic like that in the physical. I'm just doing it spiritually. How she do that? Who told her how to do that? I just stay to my books, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be just reading and stuff. Let's be more intentional on reading, okay? Yeah, I just be reading, sitting here talking to myself, you feel me? Being different and shit. Yeah, I hate being around a bunch of motherfuckers that's the same, or it's got to be this way. And you feel me? Like, nah, man, I like to be awkward sometimes. You know, it feel good to be different. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is the last one, y'all. I'm gonna let you guys go. Love, love, love. Okay, we have to feel it to heal it, right? In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves, right? Remember earlier I said that the water energy was significant, y'all. And I want y'all to just pay attention, y'all. If y'all ever feel like, oh, shit, I need to go to a lake of water, or maybe you could be feeling like your emotions is revving up. Like, you have to understand that in water, when you throw a rock or if you drop something, ripples come in waters, right? So in life, you know, when things are dropped on us, or when we allow things, or we take things and we drop them on ourselves, emotionally, that we create ripples, and everybody around us become affected by it, right? Or can become infected, depending on the intentions and how it affected one, right? A you or someone else, right? It's the heart, right? Because some motherfuckers' hearts can affect you, you feel me? And have your ass up out here really like, just like, having you, man, I don't know. But however, this is dwindling down to a downward spiral. And so just being, some of you guys might need to get help on your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like get some extra counseling or get counseling. Maybe you never had counseling. Maybe it's just something you need to go sit by a lake of water and talk to Big Mama, and chop it up. Like, man, smoke you a blunt and have you a drink and really get out there. Because once you get out there and I went and sat outside, y'all. I ain't been outside in 4 days. I went outside earlier yesterday. Before I went outside, I didn't have none of this shit down. I go out there, boom, it comes to me because I'm out there, right? It's the space. Now, the homes, these squares, it blocks off the energy, right? So the energy from outside cannot get inside of a home that has squares. That's why back in AD and shit, they didn't make homes with squares. They made them in different functionalities and different shapes and stuff, right? So getting outside, like I said, is important, right? And a lot of you guys' ideas or what's next or what next moves you need to make, it's out there. You feel me? It's out there in the sun. Get out there, even if you gotta sit out there, if it's calling you at nighttime to sit out there. That's who you want to co-create with. You don't want to co-create in a house where it's different energies that's been in this motherfucker moving around. And get your ass out there. I guarantee you all that shit is gonna clear path, and spirit is gonna be like, okay, okay, let me see. So just take that into, you know, consideration. All right. It's a way to do things, and it's a way that things shouldn't be done. But sometimes people do things like that and it can lock in things, and it'd be hard for them to unlock it in because they don't know where to go get the key from the whole time. You even had the key in your fucking pocket because you don't want to lock yourself in. But then to think that deep, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't even want to think that deep. You want to blame it on somebody else. You don't want to take accountability or responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You don't you so in your ego. You don't want to go to the person and be like, look, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. And sometimes we can't. Sometimes the other individual might pass away, where you can't say exactly how he made you feel. But you have to know how to make peace within yourself while you here on this earth, man. Don't think that a motherfucker's supposed to bring peace to you. Don't think that a motherfucker's supposed to let you know why they made a decision or why this shit had to happen. Quick, like people be holding on to shit. That shit be, I just don't understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like being in the energy of that shit because I can go back to it too. What the fuck you did to me? You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to go there. But that'll make you go there if you're dealing with a motherfucker like that. So just know that sometimes people they don't, and somebody need to hear that. People just don't know how to let go. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go and free yourself. You know what I'm saying? Surrender yourself. You gotta forgive yourself for even staying for that long, for even taking on and holding somebody else's burden. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, I was asleep, nigga. I was the one sleepwalking around this motherfucking dead walking. Okay, so it says we have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When you allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us, right? And that's a trip because I swear I had did a reading, and it was just so many men. I was feeling the emotions of so many men, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like feel it can then release them no longer serve us. I feel like a lot of people, and not just men, but I was picking up on a lot of men. This was like maybe a month ago, and it was heavy, but they just don't know. They don't want to feel. And those are the men and the women that's very unhinged, and they become more and more unhinged. Because if you don't choose to feel, then you lose the connection to the inner child. The inner child always have to have a feeling, a emotion, because it's connected to a source, right? Your higher self, Christ conscious, all the cosmos. That inner child is what gets you in the door to heaven, right? To your inner self, right? So you have to think about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially you men, you feel me? Like, feel all that shit. I don't give a fuck if you gotta scream, cry, yell, whatever you gotta do. But once it's over, it's over. But you have to be willing to, you get what I'm saying? You feel me? Allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you. No matter how long it lasts, then release it back into the ocean. I didn't even know it was gonna say none of that. That's crazy. Feel it, heal it, enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. That's your soul. How you gonna let somebody else come take your soul? The fuck? Motherfuckers be trying to come up in here and fuck with me when I'm sleeping shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where I'm at. They always want to come and try to. They can't come in the house where I'm at, but what they do is they play little psychedelic shit. You know what I'm saying? And make me think that. But I be getting up like, and then I be getting up and I'm like, fuck that, I'm going back to sleep. I'm about to go fuck these motherfuckers up. And it be real. It gets real. You give a fuck, motherfucker. Call me crazy if you want to. I ain't the motherfucker that's crazy. The motherfuckers that's crazy think that this is the only life that they gonna live, and then after this life is over, and that before this life, that it was no life, and that it's not life outside of this motherfucking world. That's a crazy motherfucker. They just think that we one-dimensional beings. Nah, motherfucker. You better quit playing with these motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Quit playing like you don't know who the fuck you are. Because if you don't know who you are, you will get compromised, okay? And even if you do know who you are, you're going to get attacked, but you still have that protection, though. They can't fuck with you if you know who you are. And you were supposed to know. You came back to know. You know what I'm saying? And to walk up among the unknown. Because I walk among the unknown, and I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm doing. Just that. Fearless than a motherfucker. I'm gonna tell y'all a story before I get off of here. I remember I was living in the town when I was younger, and it was some dudes walking up. It was about 5, 6 niggas outside with me that was at my house, and they some of them was my partners. It was some of them was other people partners, whatever. Them niggas ran in my house. I'm the only one that stayed outside, but the niggas that was coming up, oh, the niggas was about it. They was about it, and they was coming over for somebody. You feel me? But I walked up on them niggas, and you couldn't see them because it was dark. It was dark. I didn't see their faces, and I still walked up. I was not running in the house, bro. And it ain't got nothing to do with my ego or nothing like that. I just don't. I'm not afraid. Like, you feel me? Like, whatever gonna happen, gonna happen. Let's do it, man. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie. I had a little inside, and I wouldn't necessarily call it anxiety, but I was I guess a little anxiety inside because I didn't know, but I was ready to face it. I was ready to face on what's up. I ain't running in the house. You not finna chase me in the motherfucking house and then burn the house up. Nigga, I'm about to step. I'm gonna step to you. We can holler. We can figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want to talk, we ain't gotta talk. I don't care. But thank you for coming to Ashley's Tribe, the Wealthy Guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Okay, I'll be back on here because I ain't been on here in a minute, y'all. I've been going through some things. Okay, so have a wonderful rest of you guys this week. I will see you guys later. I will be back on here pretty soon, okay? Keep your head up. And y'all, Tupac is significant too. Niggas be wanting you to crash out like Tupac did. We ain't crashing out like Tupac, all right? That nigga crashed out. And it just is what it is. And a lot of these niggas is crashing out. When you could tell, all you gotta do is look them in their eye. Niggas looking like they a little jumpy. You feel me? Don't argue with these niggas. Let these niggas go on about their business. And when I say nigga, it could be a bitch or a nigga. It don't matter. It could be a female or a woman. Let them go about their business. All right? Don't take on nobody's shit, man. It's time to set yourself free of other motherfucking shit. Right? You had enough. All right, y'all. Bye.